I cannot talk now again. I don't contribute.
Yes. You talk as I hear you. I want to start by recognizing the team of Chief Electoral Commissioner, the Chairman and the National Returning Officer, and the 5 commissioners present here this morning. All political parties present, the Sierra Leone Police, the media fully represented. I see some international partners around, colleagues of the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, CSOs, national observers, we are Safu. We're not a temple about anybody. Safu number we go. That is going to be our slogan. And henceforth we will move Safu.
Level 1.
Today's level 1. Level 1 Safu. As we go on the countdown, we have 18 days to the polls. And when I say 18 days, I'll be looking on my right hand side at the National Secretary General of the APC. Permit me to quote you. In one of our meetings, he was asking, are you sure this election will hold the 24th of June? He asked us 3 times, are you sure this election will hold the 24th? On behalf of the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, as I said and answered, together with the Chief Electoral Commissioner, inshallah, and by God's grace, the 24th of June, 2023, we are going to have these elections. God be our helper. And we do a Safu. When we done the election, we will Safu. Without winning, then Safu. Without loss, you go see those Safu. Without angle cost, you go call Safu. And so we're going to this election. But as part of my opening, I'll be calling on the Chief Electoral Commissioner to also make a statement. Let me just share with you some of our emotions as commissioners, the Chief Electoral Commissioner, colleagues, and even staff of the ECSL. My brothers and sisters, we are human beings. We have families. We have our children. We have our brothers. We have our sisters. But the threats, the intimidations, some of us have gone through this for the past 18 years. 18 years. For some of our colleagues, they are new in the game. The incendiary statements, cacophony of verbal defectives, plaguing all over the place. Anyway, I call her. I get level 1 grammar, not level 2. Some of us have our mothers that are alive. They are alive. They are in their 80s. And people are just abusing them day and night for no good reason. But we are doing this, we are accepting this in the faith of nationalism. As people who are patriotic, we are patriotic Sierra Leoneans. We have taken this responsibility of working for the commission for the good of Mama Salone and not for any one person. Every day PPP is molesting us. I don't know what that PPP stands for. I'm not interested in doing. Really, candidly. I'm still at level 1, but I'm not interested in doing. We have been threatening.
Ready to stop missing out on life.
We have been threatening, our families have been threatening. It is no secret, the SLP will inform you that we have built up security in our offices because there are threats to burn our offices, to kidnap our children. All of you seated here, political parties represented, you have your families. If I had opted to be a military man, believe in me, I will tell you, come and meet me in my home. Yes, I will say, come. Those of you who are threatening to come and kill us, those of you who are threatening to kidnap our children, to kill our, to slaughter, because some of them say they will slaughter our children, abusing the mother of the Chief Electoral Commissioner. His mother is alive. My mother is alive. But let us think Sierra Leone. Lord, they look in the serve in this country. Let us accept this as they are. As a commission, we have been doing what is expected of us in tandem with the laws, in tandem with legal provisions, and we are moving. We have 18 days to go. We are going to allay the fears of all those who think these elections will not win. The election will win. not so by way of power as a commission, but by God's grace and by God's divine intervention. God will enter into the hearts and minds of every one of us here today. As my brother did you read that surah for me. The last surah we did read, he talk and say, interpret. I understand small one. A small side no more understand here. You know, no one they say I call Reverend Lahai for pray. Today I ask Reverend Lahai to pray for us. And that's something very significant. We say Reverend Lahai the whole mic for praying. That's so small thing. It's for the good of this country, for the good of all of us. Election is not a do or die battle. No two winners can be presidents. No two persons can be parliamentarian for a particular seat. It will not happen. It is a PR system. I'm building up this just to cool down our respective emotions. The way we are flaring over issues. Sometimes we provide cogent information for the public. It is distorted. It is misconstrued. Just to meet the needs of some of these persons who are doing this. Even when we attempt to inform the public about the right things, the public is still lying now. We'll be at the forefront. For any misinformation or any act that is contrary to the good of this country, we give the necessary corrections. We let people know the right things for all of us, for this country to thrive in a stable manner. I had asked my brother to pray for 2 minutes, but I think I have spoken for more than 3 minutes. Because I'm the chairman, I'm chairing this meeting. And the power rests in me to determine how long I talk. With all due respect to all of you. But notwithstanding that, I have my able senior chairman and the national returning officer. I may not want to say everything. I will allow the chairman to make a short comment. Let no long, but he will say it's not that you know the power. Over to you, chair. Use the mic, sir.
Chairman, Commissioner, call and field commander. I think this meeting we deliberately say let we talk Creole, and we come with the media so that people that will hear what will they talk now. Some people that can always ask me, what will make you vex? Or what will they make you not sleep? But good thing they will not make her vex. For me, saying I'm human being, I can vex, I can be emotional. Some of we, now my mother, make we educate. If your mama not responsible for your education, or not take care of you, we are going to cost her. But we your mama they will respect them. If you feel say where they cost, that will make you do what they outside the law. Or where you will say you they go threatening, you they go kidnap me picking there. Or you can't burn this office, now it will make you do what you want to make her do. And mistake is mistake. But people like you say, na normal thing, they have for cost you, if you accept her. Me know they accept her. Because I want blessing. And because what they do it for this country for free. We say some of you work, and they be responsible for paying the beginner school fees. Then they pay we money, but who can't help for contribute to this country development. They're not a license for somebody where they in Europe, and they cost we every day, and they threaten we every day. It's not a license. Today I'm emotional, and I'm very emotional, I mean it.
Calm down, it's harmful. Yes.
No, I'm not a calm down, harmful commissioner. I want the political parties in a I want the civil society in a if they really want me to conduct this election, if they all they feel the feeling what they get, whether they cost, whether they threaten we, I want them to all condemn. What they want to support us and they do to we. I want them to all condemn. What they want to support us and they do to we. Don't go sign MOU, when I don't sign peace accord. But every day people that they talk things that we're not organ for peace. And we all know who are the supporters there. So I want the political parties there, if they're committed to peace, when they say they condemn waiting their supporters that they do to win.
Yes.
Maybe don't take decision. We're not the whole meeting with any political party where supporters that they cause we. Whether they threaten we. But the commission don't think otherwise, they will not do that. Now that's make this meeting. We're not serve the country, we're not take responsibility for let people that they cause and threaten with life. You know what it mean when you wake, you begin to ask you, Papa, me begin to friend. We are not doing this for anybody. We sign oath for letting you do this work in the best interest of this country. We have responded to so many questions. We have had meetings with so many issues. We have addressed all of these issues being prepared on the media, social media. But every day it's the same question. Every day it's the same threat. If somebody really wants to bring this country to a fire, make it come outside in a comfort zone, make it kind. You know, go there and they threaten. You know, go there and they threaten. They ask other people. When I go destroy PPLC or ECSL building, you want to develop the country. Yes, it is your responsibility, but we have to come together. We get for be civil. That's what we are known for. Peace-loving people, not threatening. We only have 14 days. It has never happened. We released this aggregated data long ago, which has never happened in this place. They give you the voter register 2 weeks to election.
Of course, yes. 2020.
But we have provided this aggregated data for parties to prepare themselves. We are doing all of this because of transparency. You are ready for the election, campaign. You are ready for the election, go ahead and do your thing. ECSL is not an opposition to any political party. So we should not be the targets. I want to make this clear. I'm a human being, I'm emotional, and I have things that are most sacred. I will not tolerate anybody just going around threatening and abusing my family. The rest of the commission, you ask the data, the message is when they send to her. To the extent the boy not even want for take calls now. Because anyone you call Namami cost. Any call you think Namami cost. When they come for you, they can't cut the head. People say that's normal in election. It's not normal for some of us. We take it very seriously. Thank you.
You know, Charles, I say that sample. You know, Stefan, sample. You know, as Chia say, would I be living some of you lawyer. But go meet me, say you go cut me here. You know, the last soldier, I will die. The last soldier. So now when they threat you now, when I tell them, we are human beings, we can fight back. If we want to, yes, we can fight back. Some of us fought the war in this country, I don't know. We don't even want to remind some of our children. This is now level 2. We don't even want to remind our children of what we level 1. We are talking about morals. We are talking about civility. Are we the wretched of the earth? Are we the abandoned bundles that we should be treated this way? My chairman is emotional. He has never experienced this kind of emotion. But some of us are hardened. We are thick-skinned. Cause we no more. Cause say you go tired. If you believe say you know man can't cause me. Not even ECSL. Let me talk at the highway. Some of us. You don't take after ECSL there is life. There is life. But some of the kids just like I don't want to go about teacher, I don't talk. But what for assurance things are on course. And we are operating on a level playing field as a commission. The partnership is there, we are collaborating. We are not an opposition to any political party. We have never been, and they always record this. When we go para campaign meeting, we go call a campaign meeting. This same set of people, just like the director of operations go and read the talk, we say we don't talk. Now we don't do this election 2007. Now we don't do it 2008. We never 2008 because now we didn't do council election. We don't do it 2012. November 18th. 2023 is no exception. As we are seated here, we have audience, then the interviewee. So that tells you the level of transparency we are exhibiting. There's nothing to hide. Nobody can ever tell us in this country about rigging of election. It has not happened. But people will always say rig, who cyber. Anyway, chair, take it. I don't bring me back to level 1. But the rest are so chair, our families are safe. My God, the power. So, Pt1 the power. Pt1 be able to do nothing. And Pt1 try we, law forgets for the election business, law go na back to free, law go first day. So about to go about sample. Sample about it. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say we all thank you for all calm. We feel say for you now this emotional outburst. You know, in literature we call it catharsis. This is just an outburst. We feel relieved when we release it. Don't take out it because sweet and so say we release they go down. You know, the smiles in the beginning come back. Maybe my German don't begin smile. You know, that's the spirit. We know see there's life after the 24th of June, definitely. We have enough information to share with you today. We get enough updates. So on that note, and as for all adopt the agenda, we are happy to say we don't already adopt it. Right? So they move. Yes, we don't adopt straight. Sample. We don't adopt that. So they go on to update ECSL. Over to you, Mr. Masako, ECSL. Okay. We have maybe before the update. I don't know if Chan has any special pronouncement to make relating to any other issue or as we all proceed. Yeah.
We're going to, part of the update, we'll tell political parties that we have completed the printing of the voters register, and we are now comfortable to release the voter register as required, as we normally do in the past elections. We'll give the names, the photos to political parties for them to print. And I think we'll do that, if not today, before the end of the week, we'll do that. And then secondly, the ballot papers are being printed. Once we get the final delivery date, we'll inform political parties to be present when we receive them at the airport. From there, we'll dispatch them to the various regions. Again, I'm now at level 1. Again, I'm now at level 1. So the rest assured will continue working. But once you hit up, some of us will come up appropriately. We'll let you know that it hurts our feelings. We'll continue to be open. We'll continue to be inclusive. We are open to dialogue and discussions until we go through this election. We only have 18 days. During the campaign, when I assumed office, people were saying by 6 months to election, the country will be like this. But we are happy that campaigns are going very well. There are isolated incidences of whatever is happening. We have received complaints from political parties through the PPLC. But notwithstanding that the global picture, we think the campaigns are going well. And my belief, when I assumed office the first day, I said I want to conduct elections where my kids will be going to school, the normal people will be about their normal businesses. I still hold that dearly, and we are committed to that. And I will call on political parties also to respect their commitment to ensuring that we have peace, not on by silence to people that threat the peace of this country, not by remaining silent to threats or abusive languages. The civil society organizations, the multilateral partners, they also have roles to play. We know they meet with these political parties behind the closed door, but sometimes when it is over past mark, finally we all come together and say this is enough is enough. That's what we have done to this country during the war, and we continue to protect democracy, to maintain peace. I think we still Sierra Leoneans who can do that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Before I call on the ECSL team for their presentations, I think I will ask PPRC to do the presentation because ours is loaded. Before you come, let me also inform this body that the Know Your Candidates posters are available for all the categories of elections that are going to be held on the 24th of June. I'm sure some political parties have started receiving copies. For those that have not, we'll make the copies available to you in our respective district offices. We are posting them all over the country. This by way of just sharing additional information to you. As Kia said, the final list of voters, the register that has been a topical issue, we've almost concluded the printing. It's now packed in readiness for the conduct of the polls and all other activities in terms of non-sensitive materials. Just somebody washing our ballot boxes at the riverside. This is in Kailam. Right behind the office is a stream. We have a stream behind the office. So you expect us to take the ballot boxes somewhere else and leave that stream. Now they will do wash that box. And we don't wash and clean. We'll be the wash boxes there 2012. We wash at 2018. We'll be the wash box get 20. They say they don't begin wash the box there for whole row back. Anyway, the gullibility of the masses will go for watching people there. That means they fly like fire. All say, hey, ECSL chair, you know what I that stream so that they wash their box there. Now be able to office in Kailam. Yes. As you come up, so they pack the box them done. As you go down, now they nobody be wash. That positive in them. You see them. I look now they were ready for go. You see them. Nobody here. So go, we get families, and that makes you emotional. We go picking them, we go mama them. Let me be my day. And I don't get a problem. It also for students' days. When I won't be serving me. Therefore, run away go. All I need is to Dr. Cole said then no. So on that note, I'll call on PPRC for their presentation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. The Chief Electoral Commissioner and Commissioners here present, leadership of political parties, Mr. Everybody, go on level one, sample, I'll talk about it so that we all understand. Going on a greeting from the Chairman and the Commissioner and from the PPRC. And first of all, I want to say, with support from the UNDP, we will be done complete engagement with the paramount chiefdom all over the country, including the tribal demanding and then village demanding within the rest of the area, for make them to give access to all political parties across the country, for them to carry on with the campaigns them as we did on the campaigns. And the paramount chiefdom and the tribal demanding and village head them, and then tribal chiefdom, then we don't agree and commit themselves say, and will allow each and every political party access to the different chiefdoms. We don't hold security meeting them and consultation of political parties them across the regions, or know them, concern them, and then concern them. So on Friday we will meet with political parties and key stakeholders them, the electoral system and the security sector, for look at their concern there and see how we address them. We don't recruit 20 staff then with support from international ideas, where we don't deploy them right across the country and district the whole day. And we get 11 youth corps then from the Youth Service Commission, where they have the commission for the monitor the activities of political parties then across. And again, with support from the government of Salone, we don't monitor the campaign from where they begin. And then we observe the following. We observe say them boku course and goodness and streets not they again better. And then feature in particular I will not notice or receive any reports where any political party say where opponents in the campaign go cherry poster. And we'll not get incidents of violence, freedom and most part of the country. But we still get challenged with the other people in the process and streets, because after all meet with political parties then on the 28th of March, we'll be agreed, we'll put out the guidelines as to how people are for process. We'll see some people are still the pass to Okada, Flow, owns them and all of this. And but we want to use this opportunity for congratulate the political party that so far. Then give them support and they don't behave themselves compared to past elections, you know. And but still again, notwithstanding that we congratulate them, we get some thing that we want for paying attention to political parties. Now I make we meet with them all will take part in this elections on Friday. We observe say APC let's say
when you want junk to disappear,
oh, yes!
All you have to do is point.
They obstruct the activity now. That's how I want this kit. They say that SLPP supporter them at the ground. And inside my lens, you want to SLPP supporter and say, harass them there and threaten them and get for 1 hour go and wherever junction and then they go sleep for their life. And also, when we get alleged destruction of campaign materials, them, and my 91 and my book inside to Kolili, Lama inside Kenema district, Kabbalah inside Koinadogo district, Downtown inside Kalam district, and Mongo and Dugo inside Falaba district. And then we get an audio with 2 APC officials then it's threatening ethnic people and say if they attack them people then on some other side they said to do the same thing at the Northwest region. And we get reports of the burning of the residence of Madam Diana Konoman, one of the first regional chairperson for APC. We don't discuss with Madam Diana, but also discuss as police investigate, we not go for tell now waiting tell we. We observe with keen interest when ECSL they do the campaign calendar in the presence of PPRC and political parties. ECSL been saying at 7 o'clock in the morning, at 5 o'clock he will send campaign for 2 days. We observe say political parties and they go beyond that 10 days. The reason why I believe say make ECSL because the chairperson of ECSL is a member of PPRC. Because when we look at the campaign guidelines, we want to let all man not do the campaign we place right. We not want to place down that let bad people go between us and give a political party by name. So we're still concerned and we will discuss them with her on Friday we'll meet with her. Again from the government of Salone they meet in our ward of but they meet with political party when we contest the election on Friday. ONS, we'll not go discuss some of the issues because now we can say when we get the Political Parties Act number 25 of 2022, we don't want and find APC or one SLPP. And after that, they will be meeting there within our parliament and we say if any breach come, we go engage them for level frame way how we go for settlement in there because we not go want to map and buy people let's say because we don't know the state and they say PPRC and let's go they not say the bull long get 6 1 for bet any half bet. So we get for engage them on some of the issues there and see how we will go for manage yourself as we don't manage yourself until we go to elections. With funds from the international ideas, PPRC on the 22nd and 23rd of June, we will get what we call float parade. Initially, we want to call a worker for peace. On the 22nd, we will do at district level, all the districts all over the country. We don't hire the services of artists for peace. They don't do a very fantastic song where the commission will release very soon, in the next 72 hours. We will release that Sunday where we get artists from across the country. Why we choose Artists for Peace? Artists for Peace get a history in Salone from the time where we did from you say you need seal and then get a policy say anybody with a part of them as you sing political song they come out you need to join the beginning. So they not put together a brilliant song. They even in the Kowako, for let the least man know, how to behave yourself before, during, and after the elections. And on the 23rd, when are the cooling off, the district will be planning initially for get politicians and as they do float parade, they will get by election. but we not go once. We know say they must one go up one line. They must one go up one line. Wait tantamount to campaign. So we'll get them off. We will get statements then from the leader them. We will appeal to the people them as long as they behave themselves on the elections day and after. That one is now on the 23rd on a cooling off day. We will do one at the regional headquarters then in Freetown. I will let one again with the theme for this year when I say we say in Creole, let we join on for better Salone. Salone big pass we all. In low door Safu. And thank you.
Thank you much. Now going to wait. Yes, thank you very much. Brother from the PPRC, Mr. More. Maybe when I go one, somebody will ask questions, take 3 or comments quickly, because after this now ECSL come up with presentations. Any comments? Any question for PPRC? Yes, over to you, Reverend Alain. Use the mic.
In the first place, I want to appreciate this update from the PPRC. It don't give me the conviction that this electoral process would approach constructive and engaging, and I think that is encouraging. I also appreciate the fact that though they don't know say they get the power now for good things. They don't say that power not to for use and for disadvantaged people, and rather the decision that they need for engage, so that they're able to arrive at consensus on how they're going to manage excesses. Kudos to PPRC for that stance. And you don't highlight some instances where people don't go against the things the way they don't sign, like campaigning after the time, and you don't highlight the risk when involved in that, and also the areas that all way you highlight. You don't say we went through I don't do in terms of labor violations and then whose mechanism I don't put in place for ensuring they are where they go my boundary. This is 7 o'clock, we go till 9. Whose mechanism I don't put in place for let them know see that we don't sign say notice with you.
Thank you, and we'll get 2 more so that we will take them. Oh, you want to handle this one? Okay. Yes, over to you.
I'm happy to know that you're here today, PRC. I know that you've always been in a meeting like this. Since you highlighted some of the issues relating to the recent incidents that has happened in the past few weeks, and I, being in the position to know exactly what has happened and the complaints coming directly to me engaging PPRC, and also at a point in time I called the ECSL boss, Mr. Colin, on the Pujewo issue. The violence and attack against the APC supporter is not isolated. I've heard people saying they are isolated. It's not isolated. It's recurring. It's an everyday issue. It's a daily issue in the Southeast. And I believe you know about that, and to say they are isolated and it's well, I'm not saying I don't want to use any other thing to bring the confrontation, because it's not a confrontation. I just want to put the point that it's troubling, and that is the reason why the incident you highlighted about the gentleman I know you're talking about is presently in detention at the CID, who made that statement that if the SLPP continues to attack, people, supporters of the APC in the Southeast, they will retaliate. It's from protocol. is in detention and following that matter. We do not want things like this to happen. Statements like this to come from the APC or the SLPP. But if you are on top of what you have just read, you would know that the gentleman made that statement, even though it is not to our own knowledge, and we did not give such a directive, but he made it directly as a result of the frustration, which came out from an audio made by one SLPP supporter, a very senior one at that, in the same Potloko, that anyone who comes out to vote for the APC in Potloko in a particular area will be hunted down and will be killed. You know, that's the reason why he made that statement, and that is the reason why that gentleman, by the way, is not arrested, has not been arrested, because he's SLPP. You know, and all these attacks, you know, when our supporters call us, when they call us, and we usually, because that's the usual thing to do, to report to the police. When they report the matter to the police, they will be the ones to be detained. It happened in Pujo, when they threw acid on 2 people, and one of them is now dead. When they came, they brought all of them, they came to go to come and make the report because there was some issue in Pujo, so they brought all of them to go. They were the ones who were arrested. And the same thing is happening in Bonn. Yesterday in Kailao, you know, and these things are happening when we are campaigning. It's not happening when the SLPP are campaigning. You will never hear of those issues when the SLPP. Look at your report. I challenge you, look at your report. It will happen on the days of the APC campaigning. When we are campaigning, they will attack us, and when they are campaigning, it will be peaceful because we will allow them to do their campaign peacefully. And this is a worrying situation, not only for the PPRC, but for ECSL. Because you recall, Mr. Governor, there was a time when I called you, and you told me that that's the duty of the PPRC. You said it was the duty of the PPRC. And I said to you that yes, I am aware that PPRC regulate the conduct of political party, but you, ECSL, gave us the days to campaign, and this is what's happening. So that is really troubling, and we want you to really come out strongly on that, because we do not want the situation to escalate more than it is already. But you see, the point is this: we're making the report to the police. I am on the phone every day. Even yesterday, I was on the phone with the IG. He picks my call every day. He tries to help. But the situation is not abating. And we want you really, now that you're releasing, to really try as best as possible. From today, if we can get that assurance from you that it will not happen, you will be able to put mechanism in place so that the election can go peacefully. And also the rhetorics, like you said, the rhetorics. We wrote a letter to you, PPRC, and on Monday, you must have received it, explaining to you about certain rhetorics made by the SLPP with regards to the leadership of the APC. And we ask you to address that issue. And some of this issue, when the rhetorics, if at all, is made by the APC, which we as leaders of the APC do not condone, and we will condemn whatever kind of rhetorics come out of our supporters, as long as it's bad. We also want you to condemn. You remember when
NSJ asked to wrap up on that.
This is the last point. It's a very serious issue. If we do not nip this on the board, it's going to be a problem. You may not know what I'm talking about.
I know. Friday is a very good day for you to bring all of these issues out to Friday meeting.
Mr. Chairman, please.
No, I want you to land.
Bear with me.
Yeah.
I am high up there, so I am landing in a very.
You didn't answer?
The thing is, you find us, the PPRC find us 120 million. For somebody who have made a statement during our triumphant entry into freedom, we do not even know the people. But you find us 120 million because certain songs were made against the president and the first lady. And of course, we condemn anything, derogatory against anybody, whether it's the president or first lady. However, in this case, where the first lady used derogatory statements against our leader, we have yet to see anything coming from
NSG, I will hold you there a little bit because we have to respond to the updates from.
No, I am done. But what I'm saying, it's an update. I want him to know that.
If you
and I
granted
want
the
them
opportunity to respond and add more to this on the Friday
and
meeting.
I hope you will not stop me there because I mentioned the.
No, I will not be there. In fact, to stop you. My powers are within the confines of this conference room as the chairman and the lead pit general for this meeting. Yes? Yes, Dr. Kapua? Oh, sorry. Reverend, sorry about it. I'll get back to you.
Thank you. Chair, I was going to reserve these comments of ours, but because we are before camera, it's also very necessary that we raise it for the PPRC. We'll be meeting on Friday, but we have also sent copies of our reports to you. As at yesterday, this is our situation report from our situation room. Also incidents of attacks against our members. The SLPP sectional chairman Haruna Etoli was mercilessly beaten by APC supporters, in particular Charlie Baromi and Ahmad Kabo at Mabat, Ward 160, constituency 047, Tonkolili district. Also, Mr. BPRC, we have sent to you, the police is also in copy, that APC talks, in particular Children of Kanoko and Ahmed, attacked SLPP deputy chair in Mabunto, Ward 184, constituency 055, Simira Chibdom, Tonkolili district, during our campaign day. We have also sent to the police and PPRC that the town chief, Al-Hadi Sise, we are very specific, was intimidated by APC councillor aspirant. His name is Papa in Massam village, Kagoro Chibdom, Ward 33, constituency 074, Moyamba district. And also for the attention of the police, we have sent that also to you at the PPRC, that we have received repeated attacks. This is like an everyday incident occurring at the residence of the NCRA DG's resident by APC people. This has been reported to the police. So these incidents we thought we should also bring to you since people are now reporting incidences. This is what we are also facing as a practice. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I ask Lucien to respond very quickly. Okay, then we proceed.
Thank you very much. I'll start with the last. We've listened to your reports. Please ensure that you back them up with evidence. Same with the APC. Please back up your information with evidences. Because I believe we're in constant touch with the APC and the SLPP on a daily basis. We receive complaints from the APC, we receive complaints from the SLPP. And I think we've received one from an independent candidate and one from NURP. So what we want is that you give us the evidence, we'll work with the evidence. And when we find the APC, they only get 20,000 millions, it's because of the law. And we won on the law, and the law was not heeded to 6 days after, and we find. And I believe we should not discuss it now because we're in front of the court, so we want it. So let's keep it at the court. And also, I want to appeal to political parties. Please, when you are attacked, please don't come with empty complaints. Please, because I know all of the political parties, when you are doing your activities or your campaigns, you have your media teams. And some of the evidences we get from your media teams. They video, they upload on social media, and we act. So please ask your media team to be vigilant to ensure that these evidences are there, because if the Commissioner West can serve me right. There are complaints when she was at PPRC by politicians that this happens. We have the video, we have the evidences. Those evidences will never appear. So please ensure that we get those evidences and then we'll act upon them.
Take one more from Reverend. It's been a while.
Thank you very much,
Mr. Commissioner.
You will be giving us the closing prayers.
I say thank to the PPRC for giving up updates concerning the electoral process and what has been happening. Really, as a political party, NURP, we are concerned because of this development that have been taking place between the two big parties. Let us not forget that we came from the 11-year civil war. The mark is from all of us here. Nobody here don't know the mark of the 11-year war. Let's be peaceful. Let's know that governance is just about the welfare of Sierra Leoneans. Whosoever comes to power is the welfare of the Sierra Leoneans. If it is be the NURP, APC, SLPP, or whatever, it's about the welfare of Sierra Leone. Let's treat ourselves with respect and love. We are one people. We are the same. One country, we are Sierra Leoneans. Yeah, this is fact. We are Sierra Leoneans. We are brothers and sisters. Let's think about the poor people, those that are creating this problem. Think about the innocent, the downtrodden, who cannot find them, who have to suffer if there's a problem. Think about the aged, the old women and the old men, our parents, whom they are abusing gradually. So let's think about them and let's do something that will bring out a very credible election. We have come a long way. Mind you, the electoral process started.
And I'm going to sound like a broken record. I keep repeating what Pakaba told me so many years ago. He says, what happened in Sierra Leone before yesterday may not or is not the responsibility of any of us in this room. But what happens from today until June 25 remains the singular responsibility of every Sierra Leonean. Therefore, we must take that responsibility seriously and let us do it serve for serve. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ambassador. Thank you. Over to you, Lucien, to respond to Reverend Lahai. Then we proceed with this meeting representation.
Yeah, in response to Reverend Lahai, as I stated earlier, we've noted the breach in that, and the Friday meeting will address it. And I've seen some of them, they've started adhering to the 5 p.m. timing. And I also want to appeal to political parties, not of this career. This particular election will not get one more. When I come today, allow let the day done. Una the media house them, una not give political party, una radio station, the day when other person you don't say they can't ready for tomorrow. If you are ready for tomorrow, let me stay 12 o'clock na net. Do you have with the big? Because now some of them after 15 there they bring the small sonko we during the day we will bring hala. So again, we will discuss them on Friday with political parties and you will see say changes for them. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chenomo, the Outreach Director of the Political Party Regulation Commission. I now call on Mr. Albert Masapoy to give us his presentation. We're going to have 2 presentations. It's going to be the other way around. Yes. Because the major concern of most political parties here centers around result management, including even the National Elections Board and other observers. So we're going to give you a presentation. That day they had to written tell about the transparency. We don't get nothing to the hide. That register will not create now for that. Now people that get votes. Now we all get for votes. Now we get votes sample. No wahala na the video. I tell you, Dr. Hudson, sample no more. Yes, proceed.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm here to present some more system that the ECSL will use to collect the result for the June 24 election and also our data. election management system which we intend to use for this cycle is not different from what we have been using. It's form review, material intake is the same process. So whatever we've been observing from 2012, 2018, 2007 is the same procedure. Nothing has changed. What we intend to introduce this time around is how can we get the result within the shortest possible time. With that, we intend to use two architectural models. One will be the online platform, and the other is the offline platform. The online platform allows the transmission of results right from the polling station to our central infrastructure. With the offline architecture, result forms will be conveyed to our various regional tally centers, where those Ts will be keyed into our infrastructure. So we have two models. If we have challenge with communication in terms of the internet and stuff, then we'll roll back to our normal procedure. So we have two. And these are the platforms, these are just that's the brief background of what we intend to use for the June 24th election. This diagram is just to give you a flow. Here is the polling station. The presiding officer who is in charge of each polling station will take a snapshot of the RRF, that's the result and constitution form at that station, and also key in the votes obtained by individual candidate for that particular polling station and that election. And that is going to be authenticated by two persons. One, the polling center manager who oversees the entire polling center, and the presiding officer who oversees the polling station. So it's not going to be a show where I have results for ABC, I just go into the corner and then I key and then I say, no. The two of them have to come together to verify and validate. Goes direct to our data center. And for those of us that are IT inclined, we have our firewall. By just hearing the name firewall, it gives you an idea of what's the function of it. It's like the security mechanism that allows traffic to flow, that are being validated and allowed to pass through this checkpoint. It's like a checkpoint. We have also this router, which is also another checkpoint. And then finally we have our switch. So at this layer, we have data encryption from our polling station right to our data center. And then at this point, we now have our regional tally centers. So data flows from the polling station right to our national data center. And then from there, Bo, McKinney, Putlocker, Kenema, and Freetown will now pull and process data. Oh, so go back. And then we have the last one here, where, that's the media center, right? Where the results will be announced. So whatever is processed from Bo, Kenema, McKinney gets back to our drum. And then from there, we have a pool. So you don't need to wait for, you don't need to take our physical laptop from Wellington to where you're going to announce the result. You stay at Bintumani, this guy's process, send it to our central data center, and then Bintumani can access the data automatically. We are doing this to make sure we have results in the shortest possible time. Going back to, this is part of, this is the sample of the final register of voters that we are going to use for this election. We acknowledge we have issues in terms of the ID card photos. But I think if anybody stand in front of you, you can use these photos to verify that individual. So we want each and every one of us to ensure that this message is passed to Sierra Leoneans, that even though they have ID cards that is not clearly showing their faces, they can still be identified on the day of the election. And for this register, when you get to the center, we are also preparing what we call name tag, just to facilitate, the fast processing of voters. They are all ordered by surname, and then followed by the other name. You have the date of birth, mothers, and fathers. So, for instance, you also have areas where there are no photos. It does not mean this person is not going to vote. The person is going to present the card or attestation, and this information you find here will be on that attestation. A sample of this was also generated. It has a barcode for our register and it's secure. So this is what we are going to use for the poll. We have generated for all our 11,800 more centers and stations and all 3,630 centers. We have printed, we are now packing, and then we move to the next one, which is the register for the political parties. If you look at the register for the political parties, it's somehow different from what we have as our original register. What is constant is the photo, the first name, and the other details. The voter IDs are not part of this, the receipt numbers are not part of this. And then we have also indicated what? A watermark. And this document is also secure. In the event you want to remove names, you want to edit, it's also secure. You cannot do that. At the regional tariff center, we have the regional director. These are like the staff that will be handling all the results. We have the regional directors, regional data management officers, the regional IT officers. We have the regional tariff center coordinator. We have the shift managers. We're going to operate on 24-hour basis. So we have guys in shift, on shift 1, shift 2, and shift 3. We have the dispatch officer. These are like take the result from one point to another. The intake officer, data entry supervisor. These are all, we explain our role. We intend to have a live demonstration of this tally system to all political parties. That need to be communicated very soon. The data entry, as we used to do in all our elections, we have the first entry will be done by different staff, and that same result form is given to another person for a second entry. And then the system, as it used to be, we compare what was entered by Officer A and also what is being entered by Officer B. In the event you swap votes or somebody gets started and then you come and input 24, the system will that paper goes swap, and then that goes to what we call form review. The form review also checks to make sure that either this person will also do a third entry of the same result form. And for it to go to the final stage, whatever this person does at form review either matches with 1 or 2. If it does not match with any of them, then it will back to intake and then for the second time. The observer coordinator, the observer may come in and then, okay, they want to look at the result for Kailaun, parliamentary, presidential, and the rest. They have the opportunity to go through this office.
What I like most about being a care driver is just being with the kids. That's number one. Everyone knows that how I value the work that I do and how happy I am with it.
It's good to earn good money by doing what you love to do. So that's what exactly I got the opportunity to do from the Hop Skip Drive platform. A Hop Skip Drive was playing a very, very central role to a community, very, very helpful role, and I wanted to be a part of that.
No matter how we can better this world and society for these children or whoever it is you're driving, you have to make a positive influence. You have to make a difference in somebody's life. And I think that's really more for me what Hop Skip Drive is all about. It's about making a difference in somebody's life, whether or not it's the parent who cannot be in two places or one, or the child who is really looking for that person to say, it's okay. That's to me what Hop Skip Drive is all about.
Don't let your baby cry.
Too many